Greetings and good afternoon from Stevens Point Area Senior High. We're in Stevens Point, Wisconsin, site of today's WIAA Division I Boys Basketball Sectional Championship game. We've got the Neenah Rockets taking on the Marshfield Tigers. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to our final varsity basketball game of the week, live stream of the season, and it is a big one. The Rockets and the Tigers, the winner of this one, heads down to Madison for next week's WIAA Boys Basketball State Tournament at the Kohl Center. I am Brett Christopherson with USA Today Network Wisconsin and the Post Crescent. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight on this Saturday afternoon. We have we'll call ourselves the Stream Team Light. No Ricardo Arguello. He's at the Girls State Tournament over at the Resch Center. Same with our other colleague, Mike Sherry. He was busy covering some state girls basketball as well, but hanging out with me, as always, is fellow Stream Teamer. We call him Rosie. It is Jim Rosandick.
Aloha.
And not only will you be manning the high-definition cameras, Rosie, but you're going to help me out with the call. How you doing today?
I am doing great. This is a heck of a way to spend a Saturday afternoon. Little jaunt up 10, and here we are.
Piece of cake drive from the Appleton area, up a little over an hour away. Great relationship here with Dave Hauser, the athletic director here at Stevens Point Area Senior High. Better known to everybody as SPASH, right? That's the acronym.
That's
Rosie,
right.
there is no Stevens Point High School.
No.
It is Stevens Point Area Senior High.
SPASH.
But appreciate Dave, and we'll talk about him in a little bit. But we were here last year for a sectional semifinal, actually involving these Rockets. They took down Hudson on their way to the state tournament for the second year in a row. Neenah trying to get back for a third straight year. The Marshfield Tigers, Rosie, have not been at state since 1994, so trying to seek their first state trip in quite a number of years. So it'll be a good one. I think we saw the Rockets look pretty good against SPASH Thursday night. That was at Appleton East in the sectional semifinal. And a pretty good game. SPASH led that one by 7 early in the second half, and then Neenah took off, ending up winning 68-50. Marshfield held on to beat Kaukauna over in Wapaka in a sectional semifinal. So another FBA versus Wisconsin Valley Conference game. Rosie, what are you thinking in this one?
Wow. I haven't really seen Marshfield very much at all this year, to be honest, but it always seems like Marshfield is in it somehow.
Yeah.
I think that speaks. I mean, they might have a down year here or there, but they always seem to be in it, in something, whether it be football, basketball. But from what I've heard and seen a little bit of, very little of, they've got a good team. And I think they probably match up pretty well with Neenah. And, well, Neenah kind of speaks for themselves as they started a little slow this year, but boy, they're probably one of the hotter teams in the state right now. And if they're on, they are extremely tough to beat.
Yeah, they're on, and they're kind of the full arsenal now, and you're seeing it. They've really taken off, and as you said, Rosie, one of the hottest teams in the state. I'll tell you what, both teams out on the floor. Let me talk about both teams. I'm going to start with the Neenah Rockets. 20-7 on the season, the 6th-seeded, and as Rosie mentioned, red hot Rockets. They are winners of 12 straight, 16 of their last 17 games, and they're coming off that 68-50 victory over Stevens Point on Thursday. That was the WIAA sectional semifinal at Appleton East High School, a game we streamed. Luke Young, how about the big fella, right, playing a huge role in that win offensively. He had a big night for the Rockets as he finished with a game-high 23 points on 8 of 13 shooting. He knocked down both of his three-point attempts and was a perfect 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He also grabbed 5 rebounds. Brady Corso also scored in double figures with 19 points on 6 of 8 shooting. The senior stat line included 6 rebounds, 4 assists, and 4 steals. Charlie Wunderlich chipped in with 14 points and 3 rebounds. The Rockets, as I said, battling back from a 7-point deficit early in the second half, but they shot 55% overall, and just as importantly, 15 of 16 from the stripe. On the season, Corso is the Rockets' top scorer, 21.6 points per game. He's shooting 51% overall, 37% from three-point range, and 91% from the free throw line, almost a 50-40-90 player. Wunderlich is next at 13.8 points. He's shooting 61% overall, 37% from distance, and Young is third at 9.7 points, He's shooting 61% overall and 76% from the stripe. He also has hit 6 of his 8 3-point attempts. Corso, the leading rebounder, at 5.1 per game. And Corso's 4.1 assists lead the team in that category. As a team, Neenah is shooting 51% overall, 35% from 3-point range, and 75% from the free throw line. Opponents are shooting 47% overall, 34% from 3-point range, and Neenah is also out-rebounding its opponents 24.3 to 18.9 per game, averaging 7.7 steals per game. And then looking at the scoreboard, Neenah is averaging 64.3 points per game and allowing 55.4. Take a look at the Marshfield Tigers. Marshfield 25-2 overall. Great season. The top-seeded Tigers, they're winners of 7 straight, 20 of their last 21, and champions of the Wisconsin Valley Conference. As I mentioned earlier, they're coming off that gritty 71-68 victory over Kaukauna on Thursday in a WIAA Division I sectional semifinal over at Wapaka. Landon Lee led Marshfield in all scores with 26 points. Chris Pohl added 17 points for the Tigers, while Brooks Hinson and Valen Ramber finished with 12 points apiece to highlight a balanced offensive attack. Check this out. The Tigers, 16 of 33 from 3-point range compared to 11 of 23 for Kaukauna. Wow, that's a lot of 3-point baskets. On the season, Hinson is the team's top scorer at 16.9 points per game. The Wisconsin Valley Conference Player of the Year, Hinson is shooting 53% overall, 43% from beyond the arc, where his 52 triples lead the way, by the way. He's also 84% from the line. Pohl is next at 14.7 points. He's shooting 55% overall, 46% from distance, and 70% from the stripe. Lee is third at an even 12 points per game. He's shooting 48% overall, 34% from 3-point range, and 81% from the free throw line. Pohl is the leading rebounder, 6.6 per game. Lee's 5.9 assists per game are tops in that category. And as a team, Marshfield is shooting 50% overall, 38% from 3-point range, 74% from the free throw line. Opponents are shooting 41% overall and 33% from 3-point range. The Tigers are also out-rebounding their opponents 26.1 to 17.4 per game and averaging 5.4 steals per game. And looking at the scoreboard for Marshfield, Tigers are averaging 63.1 points per game and allowing 49.3. That's a look at both teams. Still on the floor here. Boy, this Fieldhouse, Rosie's, they're filling in pretty good. This is a big Fieldhouse, can sit a lot of fans, and even the bleacher section behind the, I guess that would be the south basket to your left. That's a big seating area, and it really is filling up. So great to see a fantastic crowd coming in for this sectional championship game. Both communities very proud of their basketball teams. Neenah, as I said, looking to clinch a 3rd straight trip to Madison. Marshfield looking for that 1st straight state trip since way back in 1994.
Yeah, it was the bleachers across from us. They weren't exactly really filled very well just before we started to go live, but man, that filled up quick.
Yeah, it's they're filing in. That's great to see the support. That's high school sports, right? Especially when you got a big time matchup and a big time game. A lot on the line. Winner of this one advances to next week's WIAA state tournament at the Kohl Center in Madison. Division I semifinals, they'll be played Friday beginning at 6:35 p.m. The Division I state championship game is scheduled to tip off next Saturday night. Now, 3 of the 4 Division I teams are in place. The other 3 sectional semifinals in Division I, they all had 1 o'clock tips. And I can tell you that Marquette is there, Kettle Moraine is there, and the big one, Arrowhead takes down the defending state champs De Pere 85-80. So Arrowhead will be there as well. So just waiting on this one to complete that Division I field. But wow, I think many folks in the state just sort of figured De Pere was going to make its way back down to Madison and try to defend that state title. But congratulations to Arrowhead. Warhawks taking down the Redbirds 85-80. So Marquette, Kettle Moraine, Arrowhead, and it's going to be either Neenah or Marshfield for that final spot in the D1 playoffs. Thanks to our season sponsors, Cellcom, ETS Performance, and Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. For a limited time at Cellcom, get the new iPhone 15 Pro on them with new line activation. iPhone 15 Pro now with titanium. Visit cellcom.com/deals for details. ETS Performance is the leading provider of sports performance training for athletes across the Midwest and Northeast Wisconsin. ETS provides a customized approach to strength, speed, and injury prevention training for athletes of all sports ages 8 and up. Train like the pros and take your performance to the next level. Visit etsperformance.com to schedule your free athlete evaluation today at the ETS location nearest you. And get your team, club, or business name out there with Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. They customize products specifically to fit their customers' needs. Delivery service is available. Contact them today at 920-731-0922 or send them an email at Cooney, COONEYS0922 at SBCglobal.net. By the way, ETS Performance at locations in Appleton and the Green Bay area. So both teams lining up. Rosie, what we're going to do, we'll have the national anthem, get our starting five, and then it's time to tip this one off here from the Spash Fieldhouse Division I sectional final game.
Good afternoon, basketball fans. The Stevens Point Area School District would like to welcome you to the Spash Fieldhouse for today's WIAA sectional final boys basketball game between the Marshfield Tigers and the Neenah Rockets. Before the game begins, we ask that you please stand if you're able and remove your caps as we honor America and those who have fought and continue to fight for the freedoms we enjoy with the playing of our national anthem. The Marshfield schools, Neenah schools, and Spash, along with the WIAA, require good sportsmanship and education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior.
Again, welcome to the Stevens Point Area Senior High Fieldhouse, Stevens Point, Wisconsin, WIAA Division I boys basketball sectional championship game, the Neenah Rockets and the Marshfield Tigers. I'm Brett Christopherson, USA Today Network Wisconsin, and the Post Crescent. Also hanging out with me this afternoon is Jim Rosandick. We call him Rosie. And we're about ready to tip this one off here. Let's get the starting fives for both teams, starting with the Neenah Rockets. A 6'3" senior forward, number 3, Justin Jansen. A 6'2" junior forward, number 5, Luke Young. A 5'11 sophomore guard, number 11, Nick Schultz. A 6'1 senior guard, number 12, Brady Corso. And a 6'1 senior guard, number 23, Charlie Wunderlich. That's Jansen, Young, Schultz, Corso, and Wunderlich for Lee Rubbis's Neenah Rockets. Starting 5 for the Marshfield Tigers, a 6'7 sophomore, number 1, Chris Pohl. A 6'2 junior, number 5, Brooks Hinson. 6'1 senior, number 10, Brant Fries. A 5'11 junior, number 11, Landon Lee. And a 6'5 junior, number 23, Ethan Connect. That's Pohl, Hinson, Fries, Lee, and Connect for Chris Fisher's Marshfield Tigers. Gotta love the energy, Rosie. This is what it's all about, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes I think these games are more exciting than the state tournament games. Just kind of like the NFC, AFC championships. You know, you finally get to the big game, but it's just that anticipation. So close, you can taste it. These are some of my favorite games of the year to do.
I agree. This is the atmosphere in here is pretty electric, pretty cool.
No doubt about it. This should be a good one. Marshfield wearing the white, Neenah in the red. Young for the Rockets going against Pohl for the Tigers. We're waiting for the toss. There it is, and we are underway. Marshfield with it. Hinson's going to bring it up, the Conference Player of the Year in the Wisconsin Valley. It's a big day for Neenah, the girls, playing for the state championship game in Division I. I don't know if you watched that game last night, but how about Allie Zabel? Wow. 40-point game. We'll talk about her performance a little bit later, but a big day for the Rockets, starting with this sectional championship game here in Stevens Point. These two teams, they played each other earlier in the year. And Neenah with a pretty resounding win, actually. Rockets winning 58-31. That was back on December 16th at Marshfield. Those 31 points, a season low for the Tigers. Hinson working, nice little pull-up off the glass, no good. Rebound, and Wunderlich comes down with it. Yeah, the Rockets jumped out to a 32-13 halftime lead, went on to hold the Tigers, as I said, to a season low in points. Wunderlich, 22 points on 10 of 12 shooting to lead the Rockets that night. Hinson with 17 points for the Tigers, who shot just 32% on the night and converted on only 2 of their 16 three-point attempts as the Rockets miss on their first offensive possession. So familiarity. And Rosie, it's that FBA Wisconsin Valley matchup again like we saw on Thursday night. Hinson with it, guarded by Wunderlich. That's a nice matchup.
Those two conferences are starting to really get a good familiarity with each other.
There's definitely some overlap. There's a deep three, short on that one. That was Lee with the miss. Rockets getting down the court quickly. Thanks to everybody checking us out this afternoon on a number of our USA Today Network Wisconsin Facebook pages, also postcrescent.com, and our USA Today Network Wisconsin YouTube channel. Please give that a subscription. We appreciate that as well. Just passed over the 16,000 mark, so thank you for all of those who do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Luke Young with the ball. Boy, what a performance against Spash on Thursday night. He couldn't miss.
Yeah, I didn't know he could shoot such a good three ball.
Yeah, he can. And you know he comes in ultra confident. Oh, that's a nice matchup. Young against the 6'11 Lee, but just a sophomore. Wunderlich, tough shot off the baseline, a little under the basket. Good baseline defense, really kind of forcing Wunderlich into an impossible angle to get up a good shot. Kind of feels like a heavyweight belt, right, Rosie? Kind of some dancing around in the ring, a few jabs here just to kind of feel each other out. Still waiting for the first bucket here, almost 3 minutes into this one. Great pass inside, and Hinson is fouled. Lee with a bullet to Hinson, and he'll go to the line trying to complete the three-point play.
Basket's good by number 5, Brooks Hinson.
That was a great pass inside.
Wunderlich picks up his first, so Hinson at the stripe. trying to get a three-point play the old-fashioned way. And a good finish by Hinson, fighting through some traffic. He's perfect on that free throw. And a 3-0 lead for the Tigers as we look at our Cellcom and ETS performance scoreboard. Oh, wayward pass. Hinson read it beautifully, going past Corso. And now Hinson with all 5 of the Tigers' points. Great start for Marshfield, up 5-zip. Defense turning into offense there. Hinson, good awareness as he looked for that pass going towards Corso. Corso going to let it fly, coming off the screen. The lefty short on that one, and here come the Tigers looking to build on that 5-point lead. Hinson going to let it fly. He's feeling it off on that one. Good box out, and Corso comes down with it. Young going to take it, kick out. Schultz from the corner, little shot fake. There's some contact there, no call. Rockets fans wanting to hear a whistle, but the referees say play on. Wunderlich, little pull up from 14 feet, good. And the Rockets now on the board. Nice little drive, putting the ball onto the deck, and that nice little pull up, Rosie, that's kind of a lost art in today's game. That mid-range pull-up.
Yeah, and how big was Wunderlich in the last game against Spash? He really came on.
Yeah, he's played sensational all season long, and it just seemed, like I said, taking his game to an even higher level here the second half of the season. A little spin move, good dig by Jansen, and the Tigers will reset. Almost knocked away. Good defense by Schultz as he's guarding Fries, and now Hinson going against Wunderlich. Some good individual matchups in this one as well. Good defense by Wunderlich on Hinson. Stolen by, almost a steal by Corso, but he stepped out of bounds, and it will stay with the Tigers. Corso, a St. Leo commit. We've talked about that. St. Leo, of course, coached by Lance Randall, who led Oshkosh West to those back-to-back D1 state championships in 06-07. He comes into today's game, 1,340 career points. That's second all-time in Neenah history. Only 5 players with 1,000 career points. Max Klesman, of course, the leader. Tough take, and a nice finish by Cole, the sophomore, looking good on that drive to the basket. Matt Helt on that list, Carter Thomas, Chevalier Emery Jr. But what a career for Brady Corso. And the first foul of the afternoon against the Tigers coming up. That's his first. That's Pohl, again, a 6'7" sophomore. And if you're Neenah, you would love to get him in some foul trouble and take that length and put it on the bench. Corso working off that screen. Now Schultz going to let it fly from the top, short on that one, and Hinson with it. Rockets have switched defensively. Young now on Hinson. Kick out. Ooh, tough little turnaround inside. Can't get it to fall. That was Fries. Pretty good defense there. I thought he had a pretty good look at it, but it ended up being, I think, a little bit harder shot than maybe he anticipated. Let's see if the Rockets can chisel away at this 5-point deficit. Wunderlich from the corner, short on that one. Pohl with the rebound. Here come the Tigers. Hinson dribbling through traffic, almost lost it, but maintains possession, working the offense. A little spin move inside. They're going to get, I think, they're going to get a carry on Landon Lee.
Checking in for the Rockets, number 13, Grant.
Neenah 2-1 this season against Wisconsin Valley Conference teams. Rockets split with Stevens Point. They fell to the Panthers 55-47 right here in their season opener. So familiarity with just this field house as well. But of course, then they top Spash in Thursday's sectional semifinal. And then, as I mentioned, they also beat these Tigers December 16th at Marshfield. So, Rosie, not only do the Rockets and Tigers used to be playing each other as there's a turnover, but Neenah has played in this gym already this season as well. So kind of used to the bigger backdrops. And Although right now, a little ragged, I would say, for the Rockets to start this one. Down 5 as we look at our Cellcom ETS performance scoreboard. The Marshfield defense with a couple turnovers already. Almost knocked away. Corso, wow, good hands. And he gets up and puts it down. I didn't know Corso had those types of hops.
I was not aware that he could do that.
I was expecting a layup. Boy, he had pogo sticks for those legs.
Yeah.
Went skying up in a two-handed slam off the turnover.
I can say I honestly have never looked like that even when I played pickup ball.
I look like that in my bedroom playing Nerf hoops. But,
Yeah.
not in real life, that's for sure. Oh, another steal. Almost. They're going to get instead Jansen with the foul. Boy, looked pretty clean from up here, but the official said foul instead. But good quick hands by Corso on that steal, and then taking it with the thunderous two-handed slam dunk. So 7-4 Tigers on top as we look at our Cellcom ETS performance scoreboard. Corso almost another steal. Good job, though, by number 10, Brant Fries, to scoop that one down. Poles guarded by Wunderlich. Nice double team with Jansen coming in to get it out of the post. Hinson now almost swatted away by Young. Good defense, boy. Now Poles, he's going to let it fly from the corner. Got it! How about the 6'7" Pole with the triple? And it looked pure, nothing but net for Pole, and it's a 6-point lead for the Tigers. Boy, he's looking good. Pole starting out this one. Jansen, a little strong on that one, but a rebound by Grant Dean now into the game for the Rockets. Number 13 gets the rebound. Second chance on this trip for the Rockets here, trying to cut into that 6-point deficit. Wunderlich working, tough shot off the glass. Wow. Boy, he uses the backboard so well. We saw that on Thursday night as well. You don't see that as much either, right? The pull-up mid-ranger and then using that glass. That backboard's there for a reason, Rosie.
I know, and he didn't even call glass, but I don't think you need to nowadays, right?
Not at all. That's like a Tim Duncan shot.
Whoa!
And the Tigers are hot from 3. There's Lee in the third triple of the game for Marshfield, and they can do that. They can light it up. Remember, 16 threes in that victory over Kaukauna. They get that 3-ball going. Watch out. Wunderlich now puts it down. Again, off the glass. No good. Pole with the rebound. Ooh, good crossover. Kick out. Thought there was going to be another 3. Marshfield fans, I think, thought they had a push there, and the Pole at the top was going to try to reset. No, working against Young. Back in his way. Kick out. Nice little shot fake. 3-ball. That's off range. And the rebound to Corso. That was Landon Lee, number 11, with the miss. Down the floor quickly. Young, and he's fouled. He'll go to the line. And Rockets, Rosie, showing a little bit of a transition there, and I think that's a good thing. Try to get that offense going.
Tiger fouls called on number 1, Chris Pole. That is his second.
So that's Pole's second now with 8:30 to play. What will Chris Fisher, the head coach for the Tigers, do? Keep his big in there? Or will he take him out and try to save those 2 fouls? Don't want to see him pick up a third as Young into the scorebook this afternoon. And that second one rims out for Young. 6-point lead for the Tigers. Pole stays in with those 2 fouls. Lee, not, oh. And they're going to get a foul on Neenah. Neenah fans not happy.
Fouls called on the Rockets. Number 13, Grant Dean. That is his first.
Dean picks up his first.
Okay.
Team foul number 3.
Pole working hard, and Pole is fouled. And boy, he's got a nice little step. He's got kind of the all-around game flashing right here this afternoon.
Yeah, inside, outside.
Rocket fouls
You can do it all.
Justin Jansen, his second.
And now
Team
Jansen
4.
picks up his second with 8:18 to play. So Pole at the line. Pole already with 5 points, looking to add to that this afternoon. Nice little touch from the stripe. Good on the first.
Well, and that's never bad when you can have a big that can step outside and pop threes all day, too.
Causes some mismatch problems, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And showing a quick first step off the dribble. Good-looking player is Chris Pole, 6'7" sophomore. Short on that one. Rebound goes to Juckham, who's in the game. Number 21 for the Rockets, Cal Juckham. Marshfield has doubled up the Rockets here with 8:10 to play in this first half at Stevens Point Area Senior High sectional championship game. Juckham working it. Bounce pass to Wunderlich. Now back to Young and back to Wunderlich. Wunderlich trying to get through the paint. Bounce pass inside to Dean. Oh, and kind of a late whistle, they're going to say instead.
He was on the line?
Yeah, it was blocked, but Landon Lee picked it up, but was on the baseline, so we'll stay with the Rockets. You missed it. Three of the four teams in Division I are already heading to Madison. We got Arrowhead taking down the state champs De Pere today. Marquette is there, and Kettle Moraine, I believe, was the third. So we're just waiting to see who the fourth team will be between these two teams. Corso working tough. Nice shot fake off the glass, and shooter's touch there as Corso now has 4. 5-point game. Hinson with the ball. He's got Division II scholarship offers from Northern Michigan and Winona State. Wow, there's a two-handed slam for Valen Ramberg.
Kind of saw that one unfolding.
A couple dunks here in this one. Corso and now Ramberg. Dean off the glass, and nice finish for the sensational athlete Grant Dean, and a timeout coming for the Rockets. Looks like a 30-second timeout as the fans from both teams on their feet.
Oh, it's really quiet in here when they don't play music during timeouts.
Well, a 30-second timeout. No time for tunes, Rosie.
I suppose.
Mentioned Hinson scholarship offers from Northern Michigan and Winona State. Of course, former Neenah standout Cal Klesmet plays at Northern Michigan. And Cal's sister, Rowan, will be on that Neenah girls basketball team tonight. Congrats and good luck to the Rockets girls playing for the WIAA Division I state championship tonight. Rockets will face Arrowhead, I don't know, 8:15 p.m. somewhere in that time frame at the Resch Center in Ashwaubenon. Allie Zabel, how about Allie last night? 40 points, 19 rebounds, and set a Division I record tournament record for free throws made and attempted as she went 16 of 20 from the line in the Rockets' 77-70 victory over Hartford last night. Zabel, McDonald's All-American, of course, a UConn commit, comes into tonight's game 2,784 career points. That ranks as the 4th most in Wisconsin girls high school basketball history. She's also the state's Miss Basketball Award winner, and the Rockets ladies at state for the first time since '09, looking for their second state championship and their first since 1978.
Oh, Neenah fans looking for a travel there.
So good luck to the Lady Rockets tonight. We'll be watching and cheering you on.
Well, how cool has it been watching Allie Zabel play the past few years?
Been a pleasure.
It really has.
I see Lee Rubbus there. He wants a 5-second call. He's going to look at that sideline official. Bounce pass to the corner. Good defense. Rockets doing a good job scrambling and making sure they're staying with their guy. 3-pointer from the corner.
Oh.
Valen Ramberg, and right now Marshfield with 3 triples. That's tough. That's a tough shot deep from the corner. Ramberg now with 5 points.
Wait, Ramberg gets a dunk and then he drains a 3. Not bad work.
Ramberg working against Young. Good defense by the Rockets. 3 again, deep. Oh, short on that was Hinson. Boy, if that would have gone down, I think these Marshfield fans would have gone berserk. Good balance for the Tigers so far. 6 for Cole, 5 for Hinson, 5 for Ramberg, 3 for Lee. Looking at the Rockets, Young with 1, Corso with 4, Dean with 2, and Wunderlich with 4. Young. Nice pass inside. Hosell is into the game, and he's fouled. Ethan Hosell, the Rockets' 6'11 senior, is fouled. He'll go to the line. Ramberg called for the foul, and 2 free throws coming for the 6'11 senior Ethan Holzell. Holzell's got pretty good shooting form from the stripe. We saw that against Appleton North. And there it is. Holzell's in the scoring book.
And Ethan Connect is back in for the Tigers, replacing Ketterer.
Connect back in.
Sure what we're waiting on here.
I
I see something going on with the Neenah bench. I don't know if does somebody have a cut. Looks like Brady Corso. A little bit of a officials timeout here. Marshfield head coach Chris Fisher, chat with him before the game. Some great guy.
Schultzen replacing Corso.
Fisher is the younger brother, Rosie, of current and longtime UW Oshkosh women's basketball coach Brad Fisher.
Oh.
And Brad Fisher just led the Lady Titans to the Sweet 16 of the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament. Chris Fisher, the coach here, also a classmate of current Green Bay Packers offensive coordinator Adam Stunovich, both Marshfield natives. Getting physical right now, and the refs are letting them play on. I like that.
I do too. I think I like it. Yeah, most definitely.
Wunderlich does a good job. A little double team on Hinson. Tough shot. And good help, I thought, by Holzell to distort that shot with his long 6'11 frame. 6-point game is Wunderlich trying to get into the paint. Little soft or little jumper by Luke Young, and that's going to go to Marshfield.
And back in for the
To
Rockets.
take that shot every time from the short corner by Luke Young, just couldn't get it
Brady
to fall.
Corso is now number 31. Brady Corso is
So
now
Brady
number
Corso
31.
had to switch jerseys.
And he's now 31.
31. That's must have had some blood on the jersey, Rosie, so had to switch jerseys.
Yeah.
I wonder how many jerseys teams bring along.
I don't know. They don't make the tearaway jerseys anymore, I don't think. So, you know. You do remember the tearaway
sure.
jersey.
Sure,
Okay.
tearaway
yeah.
pants, yeah, those
Yeah.
warm-up pants. Grant Dean had eyes on that one, trying to maybe anticipate a steal, but Marshfield controls it. Up 6 with 4.5 to play here in this Division I sectional championship game. Deep three,
Oh, wow.
coming. Oh,
Ooh.
I thought that was going to go down.
I was
that
going
was
to
number
say, it looked good. Who took that one?
That's number 31. I don't know. That must be a jersey switch as well.
Yeah.
Corso now wearing 31. Schultz from triple from the corner, no good. Holzell, nope. It's going to be a rebound for the Tigers instead. Hinson working against Corso. Tough take off the glass, no good. And we're going to get a jump ball, I believe. What's the call? It's going to be a tie-up, and that should be Neenah's basketball, I believe.
Back in for the Rockets, number 23, Charlie Wunderlich. Replacing Schultz.
Official telling one of the Tigers to tuck in his jersey. Got to look good when you play, Rosie.
That's right. That's right.
Dean. Holzell, I thought, was going to step into that one maybe. Now Wunderlich has it at the wing. Good hedge, good double team, and a good job by the Tigers to scramble back and get into defensive position. Young, little shot fake. Good closeout, though. And the steal by Ramberg. He's trying to get it. He's way under the basket, and they're going to say no basket. A push before the shot. That Ramberg's a nice-looking player.
Yeah, he is.
Calls on the Rockets, number 34, Ethan Holzell. That is his first.
So foul against Holzell, but how many turnovers now have that? Could be 4 maybe for that Tigers defense, 3 or 4 at least. Hinson working hard. There's Ramberg. He's going to let it fly over Hosell. Hosell, again, good closeout, hands high, and a tough shot for Ramberg to get it over the 6'11" Hosell. That's a tough matchup for Corso going against Hinson. That is two excellent players. That was off of Dean's knee. Another turnover, Marshfield's ball. So the Rockets offense disjointed right here in this first half, Rosie. Really struggling to get into a rhythm, and you got to credit to Marshfield for how well the Tigers are playing on that end of the floor.
Yeah, they're definitely not making it easy.
Oh, nice cut and nice find, and Hinson with the basket. So Hinson now with 7 points to lead the Tigers, and Marshfield back up by 8. Shot fake by Corso, kick out Wunderlich from the corner. Big triple by Wunderlich. And now Wunderlich with 7.
That looked good from the moment it left his hand. Good
confident stroke by the Neenah senior, a 5-point game. Hinson with it. Boy, a lot of good talent on this floor on both ends.
Oh, yeah.
I'm impressed. I've been impressed with Neenah, of course, but first time seeing Marshfield. Hinson, count the basket. I'm impressed with him and a lot of these Tigers players as well. Wunderlich picks up his second. And a 3-point opportunity again for Hinson. The second time he's in this position with the old-fashioned 3-point play. He's got 9 points, looking to make it number 10 here on this free throw.
Yeah, Hinson, Pohl, Ramberg, those are good-looking ball players for Marshfield.
And that one no good for Hinson. You can see why they won the Wisconsin Valley Conference at a perfect 12-0 record.
Yeah.
So 7-point game, under a minute and a half to play here in a good battle between two excellent teams trying to get to Madison. Wunderlich, I thought maybe he'd let it go. He likes to drive that baseline short jumper and good. And Wunderlich having himself a nice night, 9 points this afternoon here, back to a 5-point game.
It's almost kind of Wunderlich's bread and butter shot where he drives the baseline and pops it in there.
Little shot fake from 3, right? Gets that defender up and has the space and then goes. 3 from deep. Good.
Oh. That was the mystery player, 31. Landon
Lee.
Oh, okay.
He's not 31.
Oh.
Okay, so he went from 11 to 31.
Yeah.
His second triple. And a push against the Tigers.
Oh, no, they're not going to top it over.
Looks like that'll go against Fries. So Lee now wearing 31 for the Tigers, and Corso wearing 31 for the Rockets. Some uniform changes. Looks like now Hinson has to leave the game, and he must have a cut as well.
Tape me up, get me back out there.
Joey Ketter back into the Tiger lineup.
Joey Ketter coming in for Hinson.
Yeah, he sits down. Well, the Rockets want to hold for a final shot this half. Nope, I thought maybe Corso will let it go. He is going to let it go from distance. No good, and now the Tigers will have a chance. Two Tigers wrestling for that loose ball, number 10 and number 2. Number 2 is Joey Ketter, number 10, Brant Fries. And now the Rockets get another opportunity with 29.5 seconds to go to maybe hold for a final shot here this half. Tigers up 8 as we look at our Cellcom ETS Performance scoreboard. .15 seconds. Whoa, there's some contact there.
Yeah, they're really letting them play today, that's for sure.
Final 10 seconds, Corso with it. What's he going to do? Corso trying to drive against Henson. Pull up. Beautiful jumper. And that is how the half will come to a close. Boy, a tough jumper against Henson. Pretty good contest on that jumper, but instead Corso knocks it down. And what a tough first half of basketball here. Two good teams sparring right now. 26-20, Marshfield with the lead. Gives us a chance to catch our breath, take a quick break, and get ready for what's going to be a heck of a final 18 minutes here in this one. Don't go anyway, folks. We'll be right back after these short messages.
From the moment we get up, technology is at work in our world. That's why Cellcom built a network to support big moments and small victories. It's technology with a heartbeat.
Promote your business, unite your team, or just get your name out there with help from the professionals at Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. Family owned and operated for over 20 years, we have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your business or organization. We can put your logo, name, or anything else you want on any article of clothing. From embroidery and screen printing to graphic design and heat press services, we've got you covered. Call today.
From the top of the 222 building on College Avenue in downtown Appleton, it's Varsity Roundtable. Ladies and gentlemen, Ricardo Arguello.
Welcome back to Stevens Point Area Senior High. That's the site of this afternoon's WIAA Division I Sectional Championship game. We've got Marshfield on top of Neenah 26-20 as we look at our Cellcom ETS Performance scoreboard. And Rosie, a physical first half.
Yeah, to say the least.
Refs letting them play a little bit. We've had both teams with jersey changes.
Yeah.
Corso and who was the other one? Landon Lee for the Tigers, now both wearing 31. So some blood. It's been a bloody battle, but
31 a popular number today, apparently.
We've seen Neenah a number of times. Of course, we think very highly of the Rockets, right? I mean, they're one of the top hot teams in the state, trying to get back to Madison for the third straight year, one of the premier programs in Division I, certainly in really all divisions of the state of Wisconsin. But boy, a first time seeing Marshfield, I'm impressed with these guys. They can knock down threes. You got Chris Pohl, who causes a lot of issues with his 6'7" frame, a kid that can do some things inside and then stroke some threes. And it's going to be interesting to see some of the adjustments. And I think we have two excellent head coaches. Lee Rubbis, of course, we know, but I think Chris Fisher and what he's done I'll talk about that in the second half, but he's really turned this Marshfield program around. They've won 3 straight Wisconsin Valley Conference titles. His first year was a little lean, so he's doing some good work as well. It'd be very fascinating to see some of the chess matches that come in the second half. But the Marshfield team can certainly play some basketball, can't they? Some good-looking players.
No question about it.
Hinson as well, really good-looking kid. And the thing of it is, look at Pole's a sophomore, Hinson's a junior, Lee's a junior, Connect is a junior, and
there's Ramberg,
sophomore, junior, Fries is a senior. So they're all coming back except for Fries as far as their starting lineup. Boy, what's this team going to be like next season?
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason they went 12-0 in the conference this year. That is a good basketball team.
Yeah, really.
And it's always fun to be able to because we can't be at 20 places at once. So it's nice to be able to see some of the central teams that we don't get to see much. But boy, they're giving Neenah all they can handle. But like you said, it's going to be interesting to see what kind of chess matches come out of halftime.
Well, we didn't see that first time when they played this season back in December. Remember, Neenah won that one pretty handily. That was a 58-31 win for the Rockets. So you know that Coach Fisher and the Tigers made some adjustments, but then just the natural evolution of a team as well, right? That they're not the same team in March as they were in December. So what were the changes, though, that Fisher made from that one into this one, and now how is Lee Rubbis going to counter those changes and maybe come out with some new wrinkles here in the second half to see if he can kind of calm the Tigers down a little bit? Not much of a talk. Already the Rockets out from the locker room halftime.
It is time for your leading scorers at the half. Leading scorers at the half for the
But this is our final
Charlie Wunderlich with 9 and Brady Corso
varsity high school or varsity game of the week live stream of the school year.
Hinson with 9.
We've done this is our 33rd game between football and boys and girls basketball. We've been really going at it pretty steady since mid August for Rosie. So 7 months of varsity game of the week live streams. I'll do the final tallies here on Monday when we get back to the office, but I believe we'll have well over 300,000 total views between our 33 live streams. Incredible. That'll be a record year for us. But we'll kick it off again in August for another football season, and I'll announce all of those matchups on my Twitter account at PCBrettC. So please give me a follow. We appreciate that. And remember, you can access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section and scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. Also, don't forget about our subscription deal. 6 months for just $1 for all of our USA Today Network Wisconsin sites. That includes full access on your desktop, tablet, and mobile devices every day. Exclusive subscriber newsletters, full access to national reporting with the USA Today Sports Plus app. The e-edition is part of that as well. That's a digital replica of the print edition. Just go to any of our websites, like postgresson.com, for instance, and you should see a subscribe link at the top of the site. So 6 months for $1. If you're a high school sports fan, that will easily take care of you all the way through the spring season. First half scoring for both teams. For the Rockets, Young with 1, Corso with 6, Dean with 2, Wunderlich 9, Hosell with 2. For the Tigers, Pole with 6, Hinson with 9, Lee with 6, and Ramberg with 5. 4 3-point baskets in the first half for the Tigers. Looking at the Rockets, just 1 triple. That was by Wunderlich from the corner. I believe Marshfield will start the second half with the ball as well. And now Lee
is back to 11.
Lee is back to number 11.
Yep.
So Landon Lee stays at number 11 for the Tigers. Brady Corso, I believe, will stay at number 31 now for the Rockets.
Yep. Corso still 31.
18 more minutes to go, Rosie, here from Stevens Point Area Senior High. One of these two teams will join Marquette, Kettle Moraine, and Arrowhead to complete the Division I field in next week's state tournament in Madison. Our colleague Mike Sherry said the Freedom boys also fell to Kiel. So congratulations to Kiel, and a heck of a run for Freedom. We're going to keep our eyes on Freedom in the years to come with Donovan Davis, a sensational freshman.
Yeah.
He's going to be he's already a handful, but wait till he's an upperclassman. That's going to be fun to watch his development as well.
That Kiel team looks pretty darn good this year.
They sure do. They took down Xavier. It was a very good Xavier team in the sectional semifinals, and then come back and take down Freedom. So it'll be fun to watch all the basketball tonight. And then, of course, next week on the boys' side is they head to Madison. All right, second half about to start. As I said, Marshfield opens the half with the ball, and here we go. Tigers up 26-20 as we look at our Cellcom ETS performance scoreboard. Halftimes always fly by in basketball, don't they?
They do.
Oh, right away a turnover. Wonderlick coming in on that entry pass to Hinson. Read it, knocked it away, and see if the Rockets can now capitalize on this. Who's going to step up here? Yeah, Corso going to let it fly. Deep three, and he buries it. He eyed it up. Little shot fake, thought about it. Defender kind of played off, and now Corso with a big triple, so a turnover. And now 9 points for Corso, a three-point game. Hinson now working. Good hedge by Jansen. He finds his defender, gets back. Tough take off the glass.
Oh.
Nope, we're going to get a foul on Jansen. That'll be his third, and Jansen can't believe it.
Calls on the Rockets, number 3, Justin Jansen. That is his third, team foul number 1.
I believe Landon Lee at the line. Lee with 6 points on a pair of threes in the first half. And rattles that one down. 7 now for Lee. Makes them both. Lee with 8 points, and the Tigers back up by 5 a minute into this second half as we look at our Cellcom ETS performance scoreboard. Jansen in the game with those 3 fouls, going up. Nope, kick out. Wonderlick has it at the top. Bounce pass to Schultz in the corner. Jansen thought about it. Inside, back on up, got lost by the block. Lee bounce pass to Hinson. Up, swatted away by Corso.
Oh, wow.
Good hands, though, by Landon Lee, the 5'11 junior, back to wearing his number 11 jersey. Tigers inbounding up 5. Oh, good just take by Lee. Just blew past his defender.
Landon Lee.
And Lee with all 4 of the Tigers' points this half.
Yeah, he just spotted that little open lane right there and went, took it.
But quick hands defensively. I'm really impressed with the Tigers on defense right now. Bounce pass. Oh, Lee with the save. Somehow Young keeps it, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line.
Calls on the Tigers. Number 1, Chris Pohl.
Now Pohl, that's his third.
First team.
So some foul trouble for Pohl with those 3 fouls. Still 15:58 to play. What do you do if you're the Tigers? And Young can't get that one to fall.
This feels like a game where free throws will be very important.
Usually are, right? These big games. Boy,
Oh,
look at Lee again. Oh, I thought that was going to go down. How about Hinson with the offensive rebound? Just kind of cleared some space. Back up to a 7-point lead for the Tigers. Schultz letting him have it. Said he kicks out, and they'll reset. Wonderlick now trying to work off that Jansen screen. There's some space there to shoot. Jansen thought about it. Wunderlich working off that screen. Little jumper in the paint. Short. Oh, rebound by Pohl. Wow. And he's in there with
Right
those 3
over
fouls.
Young.
Boy, if you're the Rockets, somehow you got to get number 4 on him. Boy, Hinson, quick. Nice find, almost against that. Oh, that's going to be out of bounds. No, somehow, wow. Boy, playing hot potato, and you knew that was just getting really out of control for the Tigers, who have already surpassed their point total against the Rockets in that earlier matchup. Remember, they were held to 31 points that night. Jansen going to let it fly. Short on that one. Marshfield looking to build on this 7-point lead, and I think now they're just kind of saying, let's slow down a little bit. Corso almost with the steal.
Brent Dean back in for the Rockets.
Dean coming in, and Schultz to take a seat.
Rockets looking to make it to state for the 3rd straight season. The last time that happened was back in 1976 through 78 under the legendary Ron Einerson, the final 3 seasons of what was a 5 straight.
Oh, nice pass.
Stretch of Turney's beautiful pass, and 23, that's Connect with the bucket, and a timeout for the Rockets, who need to regroup here, down 9, a full timeout for Neenah. I believe, Rosie, that's the largest lead of the game for Marshfield. 34-25 as we look at our Cellcom ETS performance scoreboard. Yeah, but 1976 through 78, the last time Neenah made it to 3 straight. Neenah has qualified for state 3 times in the past 5 seasons under current head coach Lee Rubb. So I also want to say this about Chris Fisher. I mentioned it, his 4th season as a Tigers head coach, and really has led a remarkable turnaround. Marshfield in his first season, 2-18 overall, 2-10 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. That was his first season. Since then, the last 3 seasons have all been league titles for the Tigers. Rosie, a combined 35-1 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference over that 3-season stretch. Only 1 loss in conference play, so what a job they have done. Marshfield also 1-1 against the FBA this season. Remember, they lost to Neenah, but they also nipped Appleton East 52-51. That was their season opener on November 28th at Appleton East. Tigers have beaten 2 straight, though, FBA teams. Kimberly, 67-55 in a sectional semifinal, or I should say a regional final, and then, of course, Kaukauna, 71-68 in the sectional semifinal. Marshfield had a nice victory over Ashwaubenon as well on December 29th. That was part of the WBY shootout at Concordia. I know Ashwaubenon was taking on Nicolet in a sectional final in Division II, so pretty good schedule for them. I think we have a foul on Marshfield.
Falls on the Tigers, number 23. Ethan Connect is first.
Ethan Connect. Number 23, 6'5" junior. Wow.
Luke Young.
So Young now with 5 points and a big bucket for the Rockets, trying to stay close. Down 7, ton of time to play in the sectional final game.
Young was pretty much all alone there.
Boy, Dean all over. Look at this reverse. No, I think Jansen. Well, that's got to be a foul on the Tigers. It is. I think that's on Connect. Marshfield fans a little hot under the collar. I don't think there was a foul there on the Rockets. I thought it was just good defense.
Falls on the Tigers, number 23.
Yeah, and the way they've been letting them play, I can see why they probably let that one go.
Xavier Girls leading Edgewood 29-21 at the half. So the Hawks girls going for the Division III championship. Good luck to them. Corso. Somehow. Oh. Chance are going to take it. And it bounces through. Shooter's touch for Jansen.
Oh, and
his first triple of the night. His first points of the night. And what do we have here? Foul on the Rockets.
I would think that's on Jansen.
Falls on the Rockets, number Number 3, Justin Jansen.
And that's his fourth.
Is that, oh,
He's going to have to sit down. Just when he finally hit that triple, a big triple for Jansen, a little bounce shooter's touch. And you hate to see him have to take a seat because he might have just started to heat up a little bit. He can knock down those big threes. 4-point game, 12:44 to play in the sectional championship. A spirited battle, physical, intense. You can feel the energy here in this field house.
great game between two great teams.
Yeah, and again, Marshfield hungry, wants to get back to state for the first time since '94. Rockets want to keep that state tournament streak alive. Hinson working against, nope, it's going to, whoa, good hands by Hinson. Scramble, somehow the Tigers keep it.
Yeah, great recovery by Hinson.
Yeah, pretty good defense by Grant Dean on Hinson too. Now Dean switches. Oh, look at this. Tough take. No, good defense by Dean on Lee. Now Young going up off the glass, no good. Who's gonna come up with it? Loose ball. And it's gonna stay with the Rockets. Wow. Rosie, it feels like it's dialed up about 10 more notches.
Yep.
Inbounds, Young working on Pohl. Well, good job by Pohl. Still working hard. Young just can't get that roll. How did that not fall?
I don't know.
Trying to draw that fourth foul against the 6'7" Pohl, but Pohl did a good job. Just stayed on his feet, raised his hands, and didn't initiate the contact. Boy, Lee somehow, whoa, blocked. Stays with it instead. A big and one coming for Ramberg, who didn't give up on the play. And the foul coming against the Rockets.
Calls on the Rockets, number 23, Charlie Wunderlich.
Wunderlich picks up his third.
Basket goes for Bell and Ramberg. He'll be at the line. A shooting one.
Ramberg too strong on that one. Young gets the loose ball.
Props to Ramberg for staying with it.
I guess they're relentless, aren't they? It seems like just when you think the Rockets have the rebound, there's just hands. I mean, even defensively, hands active. Corso going to kick out Young. He's hit some threes and buries it. Remember, he had two big triples in that game on Thursday against Stevens Point, and there's another one. 7 points this half for Young. He's got 8 on the game. Back to a one-possession game. The Rockets down by as many as 9 points early in this second half.
When Young heats up the way he did last game, watch out.
Pohl against Juckham. There's some physical play going on there as Pohl, and they're going to get a reach. Looks like Pohl going to the line. Trying to dig on defense. Instead, there's a foul.
Calls on the Rockets, number 21, Kel Juckham. His first. Fourth team foul.
Shooter's touch for Pohl. He's now 2 of 3 from the line, 7 points today. Looking to make it 8. And can't get the bounce there. So 2 of 4 for Pohl. Attack mode is Wunderlich. Short little jumper. Boy, somehow Young comes down with it. And I think Wunderlich gets the putback. Talk about relentless on the glass. How about the Rockets fighting for those offensive rebounds, and good activity by Wunderlich. Gets in the air and just taps it back in. Corso nearly coming up with a steal, and that's going to be a turnover. Rockets ball.
I tell you, Grant Dean has turned it up about 5 notches on defense today.
Remember, he's a sensational athlete. He was Ricardo's Post-Crescent Player of the Year this past fall. A sensational running back, safety, return man. He's a tremendous track athlete, state champion, I believe, in the 1600 relay. And a good guy to have who knows his role, right? It's just come out, be very active, be very physical, use that athleticism on defense. And that's what he's doing here this afternoon.
And he's taking what the refs are given and using it to his advantage defensively today.
Corso blocked as he looked to take it inside. I don't know if that's Hinson that got a hand on it. Couldn't tell. I was blocked. Fans standing in front of us now as this one has ratcheted up quite a bit here in the second half. 2-point game. Tigers with a slim lead in this sectional final. Juckham trying to work hard against Pohl. Look at Hinson trying to work hard against Dean. Almost a steal as Young nearly comes up with it for Neenah. Dean against Hinson is a tremendous matchup with two really good-looking athletes. Now there's a switch. Wunderlich back on Hinson. Bounce pass to Pohl. Trying to cut it inside. And it's going to go off of Dean. He nearly intercepted it, but good anticipation. Reading that cutter coming through the lane, Dean nearly picked it off. What big crowd here at the field house. Hinson going to let it fly, no good. Box out, and Juckham with it. Here come the Rockets, a chance to tie this thing up or take the lead on a 3. Lee Rubus in his 9th season, 172 and 64 with the Rockets, 275 and 120 overall in his career. What a job he has done here with his Neenah program. He's coached at the collegiate level at Lawrence and UW Fox Valley. Also coached the Xavier boys. Spin move. And wow, it's going to be a 2-shot foul. Dean going to the stripe.
Calls on the Tigers, number 11, Landon Lee.
Lee picks up his first, so a chance right here at the stripe for Grant Dean to knock down a pair of free throws and tie this game up with an even 9 minutes to play in a sectional championship game. Dean no good on that. Neenah since 2018-2019, 132 and 32 overall, 805 winning percentage, 86 and 22 in the FBA. Pair of FBA titles, the WIAA State Championship 2 seasons ago, 3 state tournament appearances. They've been sensational. Dean with a pair of misses, though. Remember that championship team 2 seasons ago, Rosie, 29 and 1, first championship for the Rockets since the 1978 team won the Class A title under Ron Iverson.
Even though there's only 8:40 left, it seems like the intensity, it's almost like there's just 2 minutes left.
Corso now on the run on that tough leaner by Lee. Going to work off that screen by Young. And now Young has it back to Corso. He's going to let it fly from the wing. A little off on that. Loose ball. Who's going to get it? And Dean comes down with it. Oh, I thought Wunderlich was going to let it go. He trips and it's a turnover. Is Wunderlich okay? He is. Now the Tigers with it. 8 minutes to play. Marshfield up 2 as we look at our Cellcom ETS performance scoreboard. Low scoring game, especially the second half, it feels like.
Yeah.
Both teams really trying to trade roundhouses right now. Who will be standing at the end of this one? Oh, Hinson, good crossover. Triple team, tough off the glass. I think he wanted a foul, but how do you like that finish?
Yeah.
Beautiful crossover.
I mean, he did that with 3 guys closing in on him.
Yeah, in contact off the glass. Hinson now with 13 points, back to a 4-point game, 2-possession game. See if the Rockets can get one back. Almost looked like Dean was going to pass it, almost a turnover. Now Dean with it. Corso, a bit of stagger screen here. Corso doing his work easy. Oh. That's a nice little play for Brady Corso, who's got the handles to get through that. Nice little setup there. And
he literally looked like he was just like, okay, I'm not going there, not going there. And he figured it out, and he just went.
Basically had 3 screeners at the top there and just kind of picked his spot. And almost, no, it's going to be a foul on Dean. Dean says, hey, that's out of bounds. He can't believe it. And Dean will pick up his second 15 foul now against the Rockets. I'm guessing the hearts are beating for the fans of both teams right now with 6:43 to play in a 2-point game. Heck, my heart's beating.
More than a few people that are like sitting very forward.
Boy, Hinson
Oh,
again.
look at-
Oh, blocked. Young got up there somehow, and Wunderlich saves it. I thought that was going to be another bank shot from Hinson. I thought maybe now Young was going to take it. Bounce pass, little short jumper by Wunderlich, and we are tied up. 39 apiece as we look at our Cellcom ETS Performance scoreboard. A little over 6 minutes to play. Rockets fans now on their feet. I thought maybe the Marshfield would take a timeout, but they're going to play on here. Neenah was down by as many as 9, almost knocked away. Instead, how about Pohl with the answer? And now we have a timeout.
It's a full timeout called by the Tigers.
And I think that's a good timeout for Marshfield to kind of regroup as well, a full timeout. That's Pohl's first field goal of the second half. He's got 9 points, had 6 in the first half. Back and forth now we go with 6:01 to play as we look at our Cellcom ETS Performance scoreboard.
A reminder to all spectators.
Looking at the all-conference teams this season in the FBA, Brady Corso, a unanimous first-team selection for the Rockets. Charlie Wunderlich, a second-team selection. And Justin Jansen, honorable mention for Neenah, and Luke Young on the all-defensive team. Xavion Mitchell of Oshkosh North, the player of the year. Coach of the year goes to Oshkosh North, Brad Weber, who was, of course, Oshkosh North winning the conference championship. Neenah finishing second in league play this season. For the all-Wisconsin Valley team, Brooks Hinson and Chris Pohl, both unanimous first-teamers. Landon Lee, second-team all-conference. And honorable mention, Brant Fries makes that list. Brooks Hinson, the player of the year. Chris Fisher, coach of the year. Looks like everybody's going to be standing up now, Rosie, so that must mean I'm going to have to stand up too.
I reckon. Well, I stand all the games, so.
Oh, nobody's taking Corso. He's going to let it go. Smashes one. If you're Marshfield, how do you not close out on that? Corso just said, you're going to let me have it. I'll take it. And now the Rockets on top by 1. Talk about getting lost defensively. 14 points for Corso, both three-pointers this half. Boy, what a battle here we have in the sectional final. 3 for the Tigers off the target. That was number 11, Landon Lee. From this vantage point, Rosie, I thought that was going to go down, but obviously quite off target. Now the Rockets up 1 with a chance to build on that lead. Trying to remember if Neenah has ever led this game.
I don't believe so.
Remember, they trailed by 9 in the second half, now up by 1. As Corso dribbling it against Hinson.
Yeah, I want to say this is their first lead.
Back out. Ooh, Jansen, I thought maybe he'd let it go. Young was open for a minute. Jansen going to let it fly. Oh, off target, but Dean with the rebound. Second chance opportunity for the Rockets. Now Corso again. Got it.
Oh.
Brady Corso, red hot. 3 triples this half. And the Rockets up by 4 under 5 minutes to play. 17 points for Corso, 11 this half. 3 3-point baskets this half, including 2 big ones to give the Rockets the lead. Jansen on the floor for the Rockets with those 4 fouls. I think that's going to be on the floor against Neenah. That's the 6th team foul now against the Rockets.
Falls on the Rockets, number 13, Grant Dean, that's his third.
That's Dean's third.
Team foul number 6.
This is going to be a heck of a final. 4 minutes and 25 seconds, Rosie.
Yep.
Oh, inside, and Pohl. Beautiful
nice.
Inbound play, Pohl. He's got 5 and another timeout coming.
And a 30-second timeout called by the Tigers.
And Marshfield now burning a 30-second timeout. So 2 fulls and a 30 left for Marshfield. Same for the Rockets. 2 fulls and a 32-point game with 4:22 to play here at the Spash Fieldhouse. We look at our Cellcom ETS Performance scoreboard. Boy, what a game we have here in our final varsity game of the week live stream of the season. As I said before, 3 teams in Division I already punched their tickets to Madison. Arrowhead taking down the defending state champs De Pere. So Arrowhead is there, Kettle Moraine is there, Milwaukee Marquette is there. Who's coming out of this sectional to play for the gold ball next week in Madison? Remember, Division I semifinals begin next Friday night at the Kohl Center in Madison, 6:35 p.m. Boy, what a game this has turned out to be. One 3-1 zone now for the Tigers. How are the Rockets going to attack this? Looks like Neenah ready for it. And you can see Lee Rubbus directing traffic right now, the head coach of the Rockets. Bounce pass, almost kicked. Bounce pass again. Short corner to Dean, tries to bounce pass, nope, and loose ball. I think that's going to be a tie-up. Should be Neenah's basketball. You can see that 1-3-1, especially we got a kid like Chris Pohl at 6'7". It's always nice to have some length in that zone. Trying to see who's playing at the top of that. That was Ramberg as well, who's 6'7". This Tigers team is built for some big-time success in the years to come as well. Some size and youth. Now they're getting the experience, Rosie, of playing in a sectional championship as well.
Yeah, it's going to do nothing but help them in the future.
It'll be fun to catch these guys. We'll have to see if they're going to come over to the Fox Valley at some point next season. Wouldn't mind watching these Tigers play again.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
3.5.
Sign me up.
Yeah, 3.5 to go. Rockets up by a pair. Looks like now Marshfield back in the man defense. Probably a good call, too, because Neenah's doing, for the most part, a pretty good job of just sort of working it around that zone. Marshfield man defense has been stingy, causing some turnovers at times this afternoon. And you can see Lee Rubbus again trying to set something up now for Corso, who's been red hot this half. Leaner off the glass, gets it to fall. Again, using your star player, setting some screens, freeing him up. And Corso's had a big afternoon here. Rockets up 2 possessions, under 3 minutes to play. Hinson now kicks out. Polkane does get it to fall. He wasn't, I don't think he was expecting that pass. Boy, Chris Pohl. 7 points this half, 13 on the game. Back to a single possession game. 2.5 to go. Marshfield fans in front of me on their feet. Some anxious moments here in this sectional championship game. Anybody's game here is Corso working it against Hinson. Double team. Young doing a good job. Back out to Corso. Corso going to go. Kick out. Whoa. And what do we have here? And it's going to stay with Marshfield. Tipped. Marshfield fans are saying, hey, you can see, Neenah's ball. Chris Pohl is trying to plead his case, but yeah, we'll stay with Neenah. With 2:13 to play as we look at our Cellcom ETS performance scoreboard. 2-point game, Rockets with the lead, battling back from a 9-point deficit in this half. 19 points for Brady Corso, 13 this half, including 3 3-point buckets. And wiping up a little condensation, Rosie, is that what we have here?
Yeah. Corso not only, scores points, plays great defense, he also cleans the floor, too.
Hey, I want to give Lee Rubbus a shout-out on Thursday night. We saw him, he was stacking chairs with the Appleton East crew after the game.
It's the all-everything team.
That's right.
They do it all.
Marshfield trying to force a turnover here, gets it back to Jansen. They're going to get in your face with the ball. Some contact there. Refs let it play. Now Corso has it against Hinson. 2 sensational basketball players squaring off right here in this matchup, working off the screen. Good help by Pohl. Corso, and he's fouled. That will be the 5th team foul against Marshfield.
Is that a Connect?
Connect his 3rd. 5 team fouls for Marshfield, so another to give with 1:44. And right now, Neenah kind of just trying to dribble it, force the Tigers to foul here. Try to take care of the basketball. Whoa, watch out. Whoa, almost another turnover. Wunderlich now has it, trying to calm things down. A spin move, Young has it. Dean back to Young, and I think that's a good timeout for Lee Rubbis just to get things set, maybe get a set play here and get a big bucket with 1:29 to go. He's got 3 timeouts to use. Might as well use one right here. And I think this will be a full timeout.
Full timeout. Called by Neenah.
Again, thanks to everybody watching today's game and all of our Varsity Game of the Week live streams throughout the season. As if you missed it before, I said this is our 33rd game between football and boys and girls basketball, and we've easily leapfrogged the 300,000 total views for all those games. So we just appreciate your support of us and of high school sports. And we know it's just a hotbed for great talent in the Fox Valley, Northeast Wisconsin. Heck, even here in Central Wisconsin, Marshfield is one of our USA Today Network Wisconsin teams. So thank you for watching and hanging out with us, having some fun with us. Me, Ricardo, Rosie, Mike Sherry. And we'll do it again in the fall. We'll start it all up again in August. Might even do some girls volleyball this coming August, Rosie, as well. This fall.
We've done it before. Might as well keep doing it.
Yeah, we appreciate your support, and also Cellcom, ETS Performance, Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. Just so much fun checking these games out. So many times, Rosie, it's one of the top games of the day or night in the state, and this is one of them right here.
Oh, most definitely. This is pretty much lived up to the billing.
Corso has it. Had to change his jersey in the first half. Usually number 12, now number 31. Let's see what the Rockets have in store with 1:20. They really don't have to do anything. Oh, almost looking for that back cut by Charlie Wunderlich, but good defense by number 10, Brant Fries. Corso. Jansen, whoa, almost to Wunderlich, almost stolen in the corner, and there's a foul. That'll be the 6th. Or to check that, is that the, yeah, that would be the 6th against the Tigers. So both teams with 6 fouls. And can the Rockets kind of maintain control here? And like you said, Rosie, free throw shooting, right?
Yeah. I think that's what it's going to come down to.
Down to the final minute to go here is Corso working against Hinson. Got to move. Whoa, watch out. Corso thought about it, I think. Trying to get out of trouble. Out to Wunderlich now in the corner. Got to get it out of there, and I think that's a timeout by the Rockets. You can hear the gym just sort of gasp at that when the official blew the whistle. And that's the last full timeout for the Rockets. Again, Lee Rubbis, you can see him down there drawing something up. Always cool, calm, and collected in that suit and tie, Rosie.
Yeah, no plaid today.
Yeah, he looked good in that plaid. That was a game against Hortonville, I believe, in the regional final we did last Saturday? Last Saturday night when we did the doubleheader, girls sectional final that afternoon when Neenah beaten Hortonville in that game, and then Neenah beaten Hortonville that night in the boys regional championship. Yeah, he busted out the plaid. I saw our friend John Yoke, of course. We've known John forever. He's in the Neenah red blazer. I can't believe all the Neenah fans sitting down and all the Marshfield fans on their feet.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard for me to get a camera angle in on the Marshfield side during timeouts.
Well, 48 seconds to go. Obviously, Marshfield not wanting to foul right away. Trying to get that steal. But I don't know. I'd have to look back at the stream, Rosie. How much time have the Rockets really taken off the clock here on this trip? Quite a bit of time here. Doing a good job of taking care of the basketball against a pretty tenacious Marshfield defense.
I want to say it was over 2 minutes. For sure.
Dean looking to get it in. Bounce pass inside. And Corso with the finish. What a huge bucket for the Rockets. And inside, no. Jansen with the rebound. And that's no foul. Corso off the glass, and it's in. The Rockets have taken control of this one, forcing the turnover up 2 possessions. Three-pointer good by Hinson. Timeout for the Tigers. And what a big shot by Hinson. Boy, you get that
Timeout called by the Tigers.
inbounds play to Corso. And then the steal and Corso with the bucket to go up 6. But then Hinson with a cold-blooded triple from the wing. He's got 16. Looking at Brady Corso here. 17 points, Rosie, this half. 23 on the game.
Wow.
In a 3-point game, one possession game with 21.5 seconds to go. Boy, what a flurry that was. What a sequence that was. I thought, Rosie, the Rockets were just going to try to dribble it out and force the Tigers to foul. Instead, beautiful little inbounds play set up by Rubbas. His team executed it to perfection. Bounce pass inside, made it a 2-possession game. Then the steal made it a 3-possession, or still a 2-possession game, I should say, 6-point lead. And now the Tigers full court out of this timeout. Let's see if the Rockets can handle it, or can the Tigers get the big turnover. Working that baseline, trying to get it inside. Watch out. Wunderlich has it. Somehow gets it out of there. And the final timeout taken by Lee Rubbas because looked like Jansen, or was that Wunderlich in the corner that was trapped?
30-second timeout called by Neenah.
So that's the final timeout for the Rockets with 17.5 seconds to go.
I tell you, I am impressed with this Tigers defense.
I'm
both.
impressed by both teams have played really, really well. And Neenah to battle back, Rosie, when they were down 9, I thought it's looking tough because, that Marshfield defense is kind of all over the place, so active and so quick, so athletic, long. You know, a couple 6'7" guys in there as well with Pohl, number 1. Of course, Valen Ramberg comes off the bench, number 20. He's a 6'7" sophomore. But Neenah just battling back. Brady Corso with a couple triples this half. He's just been lights out, really playing good team basketball, and the Rockets have clamped down defensively as well.
Yes, they have.
So really good job in trying to get it to Corso. Beautiful job. Look at Corso flying down the sideline. He's fouled by Pohl. And that is a 1-and-1 now coming up with, I would think you want your 91% free throw shooter at the line.
Falls on the Tigers. Number 1, Chris Pohl. That is his 4th. Team foul number 7.
Yeah, I want to say the Rockets really never really wavered or anything.
No, they didn't.
They just workmanlike got their self back in the game.
Good observation. Yeah, they never got flustered, did they?
No.
Boy, Rosie, I'm worn out. I need a Shamrock Shake after this one. I'm going to get myself a Shamrock Shake on the ride home. Got to calm my heart down. Corso, the lefty, piece of cake. You want your senior up there with the front end of the one-on-one, and now that's a huge front end. That makes it a 2-possession game with 15.5 seconds to play. Rockets trying to make a 3rd straight trip to Madison. Rolls out for Corso. Now Hinson has it, down to 10 seconds, working, step back 3 from the wing, and it is short. Jansen with the rebound, 5 seconds to go, and a foul, and it's looking like the Rockets are going to go to state for the 3rd straight year. You can see Brady Corso with some emotion down there. Fries with the foul. And Justin Jansen with the big rebound, and now 2 free throws, front end of the one-on-one, but it is a 2-possession game with 5.1 seconds to play. That's no good, and if you're Lee Rubbas, you're telling his Rockets, stay back. Hinson trying to call it. That hit the stanchion, I think, or the strap. That's ball game. That's horn, and you can see the celebration. The Rockets back in Madison for a 3rd straight season. What a battle. What a game.
Let's recognize a great season and careers the seniors had for the Tigers. Number 3, Max Ertel. Number 10, Brad Fry. The seniors for the Tigers. One more senior, I apologize, Noah Daniels.
Well, Rosie, are you okay?
I think so.
Boy, what a flurry, what a finish, what a final
Oh my gosh.
handful of minutes. Unbelievable basketball. And
What a game.
third straight trip to Madison now coming up for the Rockets, and as good as you feel for them, boy, you feel so bad for those Marshfield fans and those players because they were close. They got up 9, and it felt like they were almost in control of this one, and then kind of like we saw on Thursday night, right? Remember, Spash got a 7-point lead on the Rockets in the second half, and Neenah battling back. So the Rockets going to Madison for the third straight year, but Rosie, this Marshfield team, you're going to hear from these guys. They are going to be a load in the next season or two.
You most definitely will hear from them. What a game. I mean,
Players, please come to center court to receive your sectional runner-up medal.
that is a good Marshfield team.
What do you think? What do you say about the Rockets and the resiliency, huh? Unbelievable.
It's a never say die attitude, and you know that they keep calm. They play their game. The defense is ratcheted up. Jensen got in foul trouble, but other guys stepped in. Corso, where do you start? Wow.
Yeah, he had 18 second half points for Brady Corso.
But that's Neenah basketball. It's. And
it is just tough, gritty, and a team with a lot of experience, right? And of course, playing their schedule in the FBA really tests them, makes them battle hardened for these types of moments.
And if I can steal a line from John Young, it's Rubus magic. Coach Rubus is, he gets his guys ready, and so I mean.
I want to give a shout out. You can see Spash Athletic Director Dave Hauser right there in the black, helping handing out medals. Sensational job of hosting these sectional events. We were here last year as well. Top notch. Really, really well done. And we thank Dave for letting us be here and letting us set up. Also, the IT staff as well for making sure we were good to go. To bring you this fantastic sectional championship
Huge
game.
Thank you, because without them, we couldn't be here.
Love our trips to Stevens Point. Love coming here to Spash. It's actually one of the best setups that we do anywhere. So appreciate Dave Hauser. But the Rockets getting their sectional championship medals. And that completes the Division I field, right? Neenah will now join Kettle Moraine, Marquette, and Arrowhead.
Matchup's not set yet, correct?
Yeah, they have to have the seeding meetings, and we'll figure that out, how that will play out, and see who plays who. But third straight trip since the first time since the 1970s for the Neenah Rockets. They're heading back to Madison. And the fourth time in 6 seasons now for the Rockets. So congratulations to them. It's a big, big day and maybe big night for Neenah. Remember, the Neenah girls taking on Arrowhead in the Division I state final. So all these Neenah fans are going to hop in their cars and make the drive over to the Resch Center and Ashwaubenon. They'll celebrate this one, and maybe they'll be celebrating a gold ball tonight. And there's a big celebration going on there at on the floor, the student section and the players. Well, let me run down the scoring for the Rockets. Jansen with 3, Young with 8, Corso with 24, including 18 in that second half. 3 triples, all 3 of his 3-pointers. Remember, he had back-to-back threes, and really just ignited the Rockets in that second half. Dean with 2, Wunderlich 13 tough points as well, and Hosell with 2. For Marshfield, Pohl with 13, Hinson with 16, Lee with 10, Ramberg with 7, Connect with 2. With the victory, the Rockets move on, 21-7 now on the season, winners of 13 straight, 17 of their last 18. They will play in the Division I semifinals next Friday beginning at 6:35 p.m. at the Kohl Center in Madison. Division I, or I should say that's when the Division I slate begins. You don't know exactly when the Rockets will play, but Division I semifinal action tips off at 6:35 p.m. Division I state championship game is scheduled to tip off next Saturday night. For the Tigers, watch out for these guys in the years to come. Young and talented. Tough way to end their season, but what a season it was. Wisconsin Valley Championship, they finish at 25-3 overall. For us, again, this is our final varsity game of the week live stream of the school year. Again, thanks to all of you who watched. We appreciate your support. We'll kick it off again in August for another football season, and I'll announce all of our matchups on my Twitter account at PCBretzi, so please give me a follow. You can access our previous Game of the Week live streams on our USA Today Network Wisconsin websites. Just go to the sports section, scroll down until you see the Watch Our Varsity Game of the Week Prep live streams link. A final thank you to our season sponsors, Cellcom, ETS Performance, and Cooney's Embroidery and Sportswear. For a limited time at Cellcom, get the new Samsung Galaxy S24 Plus on them with a new line activation. Life opens up with Galaxy. Visit cellcom.com/deals for details. ETS Performance is the leading provider of sports performance training for athletes across the Midwest and Northeast Wisconsin. Visit etsperformance.com to schedule your free athlete evaluation today at the ETS location nearest you. And Cooney's, they have the skills and experience to customize your apparel and spread the word about your organization. Contact them today at 920-731-0922 or send them an email at coonies0922@sbcglobal.net. Rosie, great work this whole season. That's a grinder, but it was fun.
It really was. It's when it comes to an end, it's sad, but yet it's sometimes it's like, okay, all right, that was, need a little bit of a break, but just shout out to, I guess, all the seniors that we've covered this year.
All the great teams,
the
athletes, coaches,
teams,
athletic directors, IT staff.
Yes, sponsors.
Yeah, sponsors.
The communities, it really is just full of great, genuine people, and can't wait for next year. And we'd be remiss that I get to do it with the best darn team in the state, you and Ricardo, and Mike too.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks to Ricardo as well. Obviously, he's busy at the girls' state tournament right now at the Resch. Mike Sherry the same way. He's our pinch hitter extraordinaire, right? He comes and helps us out when we need it. And you're right. It's a darn good team, and we're real proud of what we've been doing here. And hopefully we'll keep her going and have some fun again next fall, beginning with football. We're going to do some girls volleyball as well.
Yeah.
And take that all the way and start all over again in boys and girls basketball next November.
Yeah, I think we'll get a camera in your hand for volleyball.
I'll probably be on the floor. I'm not sure any sort of commentary in volleyball would be, but I know that the bare basics of it. But we maybe get a coach that helps us out that really knows the intricacies and passing and all that good stuff.
Well, with so many great volleyball teams in our area, it's we gotta try and showcase that too.
Yeah, we'll have some fun. Don't forget, folks. Also, last thing, Northeast Wisconsin High School Sports Award Show. That's, I want to say, June 13th. I think that's a Thursday. The Thursday that week, we're going to be at the Lambeau Field Atrium, a live show. And more information to come. Our fall nominees have already been announced. You can go on any of our websites, including postcrescent.com, find that out. And we'll come out with our winter nominees here pretty soon. Spring nominees, Premier Award nominees, including Boys and Girls Athlete of the Year, Coach of the Year, all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully we can fill up the atrium. Also, our celebrity speaker will announce who will be hanging out with us that night as well. So if you want to see who's a nominee, you can go on our sports, postcrescent.com, for instance, click on sports, then click on varsity, and then there's a Northeast Wisconsin High School Sports Award Show tab as well. Good luck again to the Lady Rockets tonight, going for the gold balls. They take on Arrowhead. We'll be watching, and all these fans again will be making the beeline over to Green Bay in the not-too-distant future. But first, some important business to finish up. They got to cut down the nets here at the Spash Fieldhouse. So congratulations to Neenah, back to state, and congratulations to Marshfield on a fantastic season. So for Rosie, for Ricardo, and the Mike Sherry as well, and the entire crew with USA Today Network Wisconsin, this is Brett Christopherson signing off from the Spash Fieldhouse here in Stevens Point, Wisconsin. Once again, final score tonight. It was a barn burner. It was a classic. Rockets going on to state. They take down Marshfield 52-48.